Hello and welcome to the Working Crass podcast. That's Lauren.
Hello.
And I'm Joshua. Hello. And we have our favorite guest here, Byron.
What's up, dude? G-Dog, B-Dog in the house, dude. Ready to kick it and kick it, dude.
All right. You're off the episode.
You're off. Get off this.
We will no longer be having a guest Byron on this episode.
Did I say our favorite guest? I changed my mind.
It's like, kick it? Yeah, kick it on out of here.
Kick it, dude. What's up, B-Dog?
I said G-Dog.
Yeah, he is Byron G-Dog.
Yeah.
Well, cool. This week we got a lot of hilarious things to talk about here in the fantastic studio. And a lot of these are Reddit stories, so get ready for some crazy Reddit stories this week. Credit. The Reddit. You're working on a catchphrase?
Yeah, dude. Credit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
G-Dog.
G-Dog. Credit. Credit G-Dog. Credit G, dude.
We did come up with a catchphrase last week. Last week it was got a nut.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Got a nut.
Well, we're always looking for new catchphrases. So maybe this is a good one from this Reddit story. I finally gave up wiping my ass.
Posted by Finding French Fries.
Nice.
Yeah.
He finds them in his ass.
Yeah. I got my own special dip.
That's where the secret sauce is.
Yeah.
So we were talking about how funny the word finally is on this. Like, I finally gave up wiping my ass.
I've been waiting a long time for this day to get here.
I've been telling my wife constantly, I'm going to start doing it. And she's like, don't. But today,
I'm like, today's the day.
Today's the day.
No, he's like addicted. He's addicted to wiping his ass. He's like doing it all the freaking time. He's at work. He's got like a toilet paper on his desk, and like his trash can is filled with like shitty fucking TP, like, and it smells and it's like gross, and it never is clean.
Yeah, but they don't fire him. They're like, he has a problem.
He has a problem.
He has an addiction.
HR gets involved, and they're like,
look, we can't do anything about this. He has a compulsion. He has a sponsor. The sponsor's helping him.
yeah,
Wipe his ass.
yeah.
Ass Wipers Anonymous.
He calls his sponsor in the middle of the night. He's like, I'm thinking about wiping my ass. And his sponsor's like, did you take a shit? He's like, no. Then don't wipe your ass.
But it feels like I need to.
Feels like I need to.
It feels like, what if just a quick one? What if just a little quick one?
Just a quick wipe.
You know,
One little wipe.
One paper.
Just one stroke in a mouth.
I had a really rough day today. I had a really rough week. I think I deserve to wipe my ass.
Yeah.
You don't understand the amount of pressure I'm under.
I think I earned it.
Yeah.
This would really take the edge off, man.
Come on. You wipe it for me.
Please let me wipe my ass.
He gets like a hooker to wipe his ass.
Yeah.
Just wipe my ass. He says, so I got off work at 2 a.m. I finally get ready to lay down at 6-something a.m. I go back into work at 2:30 p.m. Of course, I have to take a massive shit right as I'm wanting to lay down. After the 499th ass wipe, I finally give up. I have no fucking energy left. My stomach also started throbbing in pain because it now wants food. I had no choice but to give up then. So, okay, so far I'm a little confused. What's happening here?
Yeah.
So I got off work at 2 a.m. I finally get ready to lay down at 6-something a.m. So I guess this guy works at night, right?
Yeah, he's a night worker.
And he's like, I'm ready to lay down. I want to go to bed. I go back into work at 2:30 p.m. Of course, I have to take a massive shit right at 6 a.m.
And of course, I have to take a massive shit right as I'm wanting to lay down.
Yeah.
Every time.
I'm finally ready to lay down. I finally gave up wiping my... This guy's just waiting for the next step of everything. I finally get to go to work. I finally get to eat lunch.
It's like he's like counting his ass wipes too. He's like 1, 2,
499.
3, 4. His mom's like, you must wipe your ass 500 times every time.
It is so close to... If you hit 499, you're not going to... Don't stop there. At least do 500.
Yeah, because you win some at the 500th.
Yeah. Or it's like...
It's like a lottery.
Confetti shoots out of your butthole.
Yeah, and a guy shows up at your bathroom with one of those like giant-sized checks.
Yeah. Congratulations!
The
You are the-
500th ass wipe.
500th wipe. Or it's like a Guinness Book of World Records.
He's like, can I get the small check? I'd like to wipe my ass with it.
Dude, I wonder if there is a world record for how many times you wipe your ass.
Maybe.
We should make one. I'd win it, dude.
Maybe. Well, I guess we could look this up real quick.
Guinness World Record ass or poop wiping. Maybe it's not going to be under ass wipes.
Ass wipes.
Longest.
The longest poop.
Ew. Oh, God.
The record for world's longest
Oh.
poop is a total crock of shit.
2021, recent. 26. Oh my God. Holy.
Rumors have circulated about the world's longest human poop, a 26-footer that was allegedly taken down the length of a bowling alley. A Michigan woman back in
What?
1995.
Oh.
That's
oh.
hilarious.
God
Oh,
damn, getting a
God.
boner over here, dude. She can have a 26-foot turd in her ass. She can have a 4-inch pee.
Oh my God.
Ew.
Yes. Sorry.
You're off the podcast.
Yes. That might be a little too far. Dude,
that's nuts.
Can we look at the video?
No, I'm just-
And this says not safe for work video.
I'm not watching this video.
I don't
want
want
to
to see
Maybe
these
you
I don't
can
want to
pictures
see
of this
this.
poop.
I don't want to see this. I will have nightmares about this.
All right, let's take a.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we definitely
Oh,
can't
God.
show
Just
that,
to be
dude.
Oh,
fair,
She
oh.
looks like she is in pain.
Oh,
To
God.
be fair, they said this is a hoax. None of this is real. This was all fake.
Well, maybe they're just trying to have a clever headline that's like crock of shit.
Heinz
like-
was trying to mock the ridiculous stunts you can find in Guinness Book of World Records or Ripley's Believe It or Not. Even though she's an art curator, even though the curator at the Hallways Contemporary Art Center in New York called Heinz a completely unrepentant, pants on fire liarhead, people online still took the bait. Well, I'm sure I could show that on YouTube.
Yeah, you'll have
It's
to
a fake
edit.
shit.
Well,
It's
no,
fake
you can
shit.
see her ass though, dude.
You couldn't see the hole. You could show a butt, right?
No, we learned this lesson.
Yeah,
Well,
we
on-
did. We
well,
watched.
You learned it on Twitch.
Yeah, we learned that on
Yeah.
Twitch.
You learned on Twitch that you can't show.
We were watching
man
gay
butt.
porn on Twitch.
Yeah,
They
you
said,
got us.
You can't show that. Anyway, so he wants to lay down. He sits down to take a shit. He's got no energy left because he's been wiping his ass all night long. He says, I had no choice but to give up then. I will have to scrounge up what little time I have left. But so that means, because he says he has to work at 2:30, that means he went at 6 a.m. and sat there for what? 6, 7, 8 more hours? Right?
Yeah.
8 hours of wiping your ass? I mean, I guess 499
way.
wipes would take a while, right?
Oh my God. Maybe he was trying to set a world record.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he had a 26-footer.
Yeah.
And the worst part is I'm in a bowling alley. He says, I'll have to scrounge up what little time I have left, the time I force myself to wake up and finish wiping my ass 1,000 more times. I know disgusting, but I'm an anonymous, so who cares? I have no time to cook, so I has to grab a little ice cream cone treat thing out of the freezer, which is doing little more than fuck all to ease my fucking stomach torture.
Yeah,
I'm-
dude.
What is happening?
Yeah.
I'm hearing my stomach growl as I type. I never get a fucking break, even when I'm home. This guy is
He's
going.
about to go shoot something up,
Yeah.
dude.
This guy's going through a lot.
Yeah.
I never get a fucking break. That's why everything is finally. I get to
Yeah.
see my son. I literally stayed up later putting this shit off because I have no fucking energy left to deal with it. When you're like, I have no fucking energy left to deal with taking a shit.
That is very school shooter energy.
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. It's pretty relaxing, actually.
Oh, I can never just relax and do nothing. I will probably have to borrow fucking baby wipes again in the morning we use for our son. He does have a son. And I'll probably have to use the whole pack and then give up again because I'll have no time to deal with my shitty ass from hell. This dry ass toilet paper barely does anything for me. I might as well just rub my ass on the carpet. I like how he spells might as well, might ass well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Edit. Whoa, I had no idea this post would get so much attention. LOL. Well, thanks to all who've taken the time to hear about my terrible bathroom woes.
Does he have a problem or like
I don't
he's
understand.
venting, but it's like
I think this guy's just tired and he just really didn't want to spend his time pooping and wiping his ass.
This isn't our vent, so he is venting his frustrations.
Yeah.
You're right. But
Yeah.
it's like, I finally gave up wiping my ass. That's so strange.
That is very weird.
Well, there is an easy solution for this guy.
What?
A bidet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
That will
Yeah,
solve
dude.
this man's
Yeah,
problems.
of course, dude.
Definitely.
Get it?
There's cheap bidets out there now
Yeah.
that you can install in your own bath.
Literally,
Get
you
his
wouldn't,
wife on it.
you wouldn't have to wipe at all,
Yeah.
Yeah,
ever.
absolutely.
I mean, you don't have to wipe.
And it probably gets...
He's learned, I guess. He's like, I finally gave up.
I'm
I'm not wiping anymore.
I didn't wipe until I was like 10 years old, dude.
Dude,
I thought you were gonna say 30. Once I turned 30, I started wiping.
Yeah,
I
I
just-
finally realized it's probably a good idea.
My life changed.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, I didn't start wiping until yesterday.
Yeah.
I wiped for the first time this morning.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, dude.
It's weird. You walk around without shit all over your butt. Man, all of our podcasts just end up turning about doo-doo.
I
Poo-poo.
know. What does that say about us?
We love
Oh,
poo-poo.
We
poo-poo.
do.
Yeah, they do.
It's just funny. You know, it's just, poop is funny.
It is
Yeah.
funny, dude.
It's
It is
always funny.
I mean, we laughed our ass off
Yeah.
at the 26 long turd. Like, we
I-
all
I-
busted laughing at
To
that.
be, that's hilarious.
It is
Actually, like
hilarious.
as an art installation,
Yeah.
is some woman out there is like, I'm gonna take a 26-footer.
Wasn't there an episode of South Park
Yes.
where they do the...
He wanted to like break the world record, and he like literally sits on the toilet, and it rises him up,
Yeah.
and he spins around
Yeah.
as
Oh
the
my
shit comes out of his ass.
But he doesn't win because Bono.
Yeah,
the one
Bono
who has-
is the biggest. No, it's not that he has the biggest shit. Bono is the biggest
yeah, yeah.
piece of shit in the world,
Yeah.
and so his shit wasn't big enough to be Bono's size. Yeah, that's a funny one. Anyway, moving on. I thought this would be a good one to read with Byron here.
Yeah, I
And
fucking
also
hate
both-
it already.
Two of you are wearing beanies today, so we got a beanie pod today.
Yeah.
Beanie pod.
My boyfriend burned my late husband's beanie. It happened last night. I'm still shaken up by what he did and couldn't even sleep. We've met when I moved to another place. He has always been sweet and kind, but his behavior would change at the mention of my late husband. He suddenly become upset and anxious. Yesterday he asked if we could go out, but I refused because I was looking at my late husband's stuff. I told him about the beanie that I got my husband with his name on it that he wore at the hospital till the day he died. Oh no, this is so
no,
sad.
this
And the
is
boyfriend's
sad.
like, he wore it until the day he died.
Fuck you, bitch. I'm
Fuck
burning that shit.
I think if you date someone, if you like start to date someone whose ex has died,
Yeah.
you need to get used to the fact that like that's something that has traumatized. They love that person.
Yeah.
Like that is what it is.
Yeah.
And if they're willing to date again, good. Like
Yeah.
you're lucky to have that.
Yeah.
But you can't get jealous over this dead person. It's not like she's gonna go cheat on you with the fucking ghost.
She's gonna go like fuck the corpse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then you can get a little mad.
Yeah,
Like,
that
what
I
the
would be a
fuck?
little mad about that. Yeah. I'd burn a beanie for that shit, dude. If I fucking wake up and you're in the graveyard fucking
burn all this guy's shit.
yeah.
She keeps fucking his corpse. My boyfriend started a fight with me over it, saying I refused to go out because the beanie made me feel upset. Then he sneaked it home with him and burned it. I found out after I noticed it was lost and went to get it back from him, knowing he took it. It was horrible, and I started screaming at him and then went home. I kept crying the whole drive home and couldn't sleep the night. This beanie meant so much to me, and he saw it as distraction. He tried calling me this morning, but I have not responded. Yeah, he's an asshole. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
You should break up with him.
Yeah.
I bet all the comments are gonna be break up with him, but this is actually like true. Like break
Yeah.
up with that dude.
Definitely.
That's fucked. That is fucked, dude.
That's fucked, dude.
Fucking. I was gonna call her a cunt, but then I realized
She's a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. Get over it. Let him burn your shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we burn a beanie? Should we burn one of your beanies here?
Not my beanie.
Dude, I've had this beanie forever, man. This is
Yeah?
my favorite beanie. This black one. I have a blue one too. It doesn't fit as well.
Well, I'm gonna have to take it home and burn it.
No.
No, don't burn it.
That is really, really wild, though. It's just, I don't know, burning anybody else's stuff. Like that's kind of
Yeah,
crazy. Just
yeah,
anything,
that's crazy
any item
behavior.
of yours to take it and then go home and burn it.
Unless it's like a match or a cigarette or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
You're supposed to burn that shit.
Unless it's
Yeah.
all the toilet paper in your house because you're tired of wiping.
yeah, yeah. Like, well, did he not think she would be like pissed about this,
Right.
or like
I d-
really upset?
It seems like he thought maybe this would help her like get over it or something.
Hey, honey.
No, I
burned
think this
your-
guy's just jealous. I think he
Yeah.
seriously,
he's seriously
is jealous.
Oh, for sure.
And this was his way of like kind of, I think you wanted her to hurt a little bit
Yeah.
and be like, you need to move on and put all your focus on me.
It says he's always been sweet and kind, but his behavior would change at the mention of my late
Yeah,
husband.
he's insecure and
He's
he's jealous.
Yeah, he's jealous.
Totally jealous.
At the same time,
Yeah.
it does seem a little weird, I think, for you to, like, how long ago did he die? But it's also like you're like looking at your late husband's stuff. I don't know. Like,
It depends on how long ago. Yeah.
yeah, like, I don't know. It's a tough situation.
If this was just a living ex-husband, right?
Yeah.
Then I'd be a little more like, okay, well, like if you're
Get
constantly
over
looking at his stuff, then you're not ready to date again, right? And this guy should just break up with you. But yeah,
She has like a cast of his penis and uses it to pleasure herself.
It better be wooden so it'll burn. It better be a wooden dildo. This says your ex, right?
Dang, you got her.
Yeah. Jesus.
Good comment. That's a good comment.
That is a good comment.
I want to find someone that's like, fuck you, bitch.
Fuck that guy. I hope he's an ex-boyfriend now. What he did was unconscionable.
Ooh.
Do not fuck that guy. Someone who took it way too seriously.
Yeah.
No, don't fuck him. Break up with him.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
No, don't fuck
Don't
him.
fuck him.
Well, maybe one last fuck for the road.
Yeah.
You know, just one more.
Oh man.
But then after that, no.
she takes something of his and burn it.
She should burn his underwear.
Yeah.
Burn it right on him.
Yeah.
She should
Definitely.
burn all his beanies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Revenge.
If he has a beanie, yeah. Now, well, let's move on. Let's move on to a different one here. My girlfriends read my journals. I don't want her in our. I'm sorry. My girlfriend's friend read my journals. I don't want her in our house again. To be fair, my girlfriend. To be fair to my girlfriend, she told me what was going on and tried to stop it. But her friend, who's 22 and female, has been staying with us for a few weeks now. I don't have a problem with that. She's cool.
She's cool, except she like, digs through my stuff and like reads my like really personal thoughts.
She eats my cheese.
She keeps eating my cheese, but
Yeah, your friend's like really cool, but like I'm noticing my cheese is like my sausages are getting eaten.
I mean, she's cool. She did take a 28-footer on a bowling alley.
Yeah. She uses all the toilet paper. She keeps wiping her ass.
She wipes for 7 to 8 hours and screams in the bathroom that
In
she's
agony.
done with it.
And she did like burn all my beanies, so
She's friends with my girlfriend, so I don't really mind. Last night, when I got off work, I had a few messages from my girlfriend that she found your journals. She's reading them. Then I stopped her. To me, that's just a step over the line. I've written in them for 2 years. I'm on my 3rd journal. They last about a year until I need a new one. They're the only things that help with my mental health. I've tried therapy, and I can struggle to get my point across when discussing it with all my friends, but the journals give me peace. Everyone knows how a journal works. I just write what happened in my day, how I felt. I'll draw, just put anything I want in there.
well,
But
if everybody knows how they work, you didn't need the sentence that came after that to describe how
Yeah.
everyone knows how a
Yeah.
journal works. I
So
pull out a pen.
So essentially, you start with a date and a time, and you're
it's
you
like
know,
you could have just moved on to the next sentence
title it.
then.
yeah.
Everyone knows how a journal works. So to start off, there's trees, right? Trees. We've discovered how to make paper out of trees. So lumberjack goes and cuts the tree down. No, it's really, really crazy. Now, I was saying though that if a girlfriend or a friend of a girlfriend read one of your journals and pulled one of your journals out, they would be like, it's written in a different language.
Yeah. Yeah. I have some journals that are me attempting to create a language, and you can't. No one knows what they mean. Yeah.
The title of
I
this
just love like pulling out. It's like she wants to snoop and opens it, and it's like, what language is
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
The Google.
There's
language.
also drawings. I also have drawings in there of like a penguin and like a weird bandana guy, and also me explaining flat Earth to people.
The girlfriend would be like, my friend read your journals, and I was offended with my friend, breaking your privacy at first, but then I learned what's in your journal.
Yeah.
Now I'm just concerned.
Now I don't know.
if somebody read Byron's journals, the title of this Reddit post would be my girlfriend's friend tried
Tried to read it.
tried to read my journals, then discovered it was written in Atlantean.
Yeah. I think I called the language Linonian.
No.
Yeah, that was my fake race that I wanted to create.
Now, do you keep a journal at all?
I have some journals, but it's mostly just writing down sketch ideas and bits and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's all just weird random little things that.
Well, that's another thing. Like for people that do like comedy and stuff, your journal could potentially have some deeply offensive stuff in it, but you're just trying to write your ideas, and then later on you'll go back and like rework it. But like some of my journals are like, black people are like, and it's like I don't mean any of that. I'm trying to build a joke.
Man, don't Jewish people suck?
Kanye has some good points.
Yeah. No, I kind of think. So first off, in my language, like there's one page that's just the same word or phrase written like 100 times.
Yeah.
And what the phrase means is life is suffering. So it sounds
the school shooters.
It's super depressing. It's like really crazy shit.
Wow.
But like part of me thinks about journals is like I have like a whole system down. Like I document my mood and how things are going, my date, everything. I'll even like go back through, read it, and like make chapters.
How many wipes I did?
Yeah, how many wipes I did that day.
$4.99.
Yeah, $4.99.
Got pissed.
Yeah, yeah. My mood meter is like. But like, I don't know. Like, I kind of want to. Whenever I die, I want people to read them.
Yeah,
I think it's like a cool like you're like leaving a legacy. Like my kids, like I want them to read all the things I've struggled with and like
definitely
all the deep dark parts of me so that they like know me better. And like I think it'll help them too.
But they will have to learn
They will have to learn
language.
Linonian. Yeah. I'll teach them Linonian before I teach them English. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean I think journals are like good to like I used to do journaling way more. I wish I did it more. And it's just like writing what happened in your day, how you felt about it and everything. I think that's like super. I agree with this person, like even more helpful than like therapy and talking through. It's like you day by day just recalling what happened, and it helps everything it helps life feel like it's not so much of a blur. And it's like, no, I accomplished this yesterday, and this is what I accomplished today, and it helps you like keep track of those things.
Yeah, journaling is great, and we really like. I love going back and reading them too. Like I try and do that once a year and just read through some of my journals and see what's there. And you find some like, I don't know, interesting things that you've gotten better at, things you still struggle with or you're still not over or whatever. Yeah. It's cool.
And stuff that you probably like are like, oh, I feel like I'm like shameful about that, or like I wouldn't want somebody to like read that like that I was dating right now, but that's how I felt back then. I'm not going to go tear the page out, and like I've grown since then. That's part of the thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, her friend reading them just feels like an invasion of privacy. Well, it feels that way because it absolutely is.
Yeah.
Now, I'd have no problem with my girlfriend reading them. She knows most of what goes in here anyway, but her friend, and it's not even a really close friend, there's a lot of intimate details about my life in there. It's very uncomfortable knowing what she could have read. Yeah, I mean, if this was
Did she read like page 23?
Yeah, that was the
real
one,
concern over one thing.
Yeah, page 23, it's just like the same line repeated over and over and over again. It says, life is suffering.
Yeah. Or is like his brutal account of like a murder or something.
It's just like, sometimes I think I might be gay.
Yeah. I'm trans. My current girlfriend doesn't know that I used to be a girl.
Oh, it just completely like changes his life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been putting some things in my ass. Day one of like ass training.
Yeah.
Day one of anal training. He's like tracking. So I started with a size 1 butt plug.
Transition to shampoo bottle.
It was a quick transition from small to really big.
I tried.
Day 1, tiny butt plug. Day 2, large shampoo bottle.
Yeah,
And
extra large.
day 3, I'm trained.
It was it was Head and Shoulders, 2 in 1.
I had to do 600 wipes after that one
Where he's
just to
like-
get rid of the blood.
He's like, April 22nd. I cleaned my ass with a toothbrush, with my girlfriend's toothbrush.
It's like horrible things
Yeah.
he's done to the
Yeah.
girlfriend.
I farted in Sally's face today.
I burned her ex's beanie.
Yeah, she's like, where'd that beanie go? I don't know.
It's like page 1. He's like, I want to fuck my girlfriend's friend. It's like, I have a big problem with her reading that. She's my crush.
God, I don't want my crush to know.
God, my girlfriend's friend is so hot. Oh my God.
Jerked
if,
off
like,
to my
he-
friend's girlfriend.
What if this is like a Diary of Anne Frank situation? Like he just has like an incredible
Jewish?
life story.
Yeah,
He's Jewish.
He's been keeping it secret.
Yeah.
I
He's been
don't
li-
want anyone to read that. I'm going to be on a list now.
He's been living in an attic.
Yeah.
No, but what if it's like he has this incredible life story and she was just like sucked in, like
Yeah.
this was just so cinematic.
She's
She
like, I'm
had
on
to.
chapter 22 and I
I-
can't put it down.
Yeah, I have to keep going.
I want to know how many wipes he does.
He's at 200 now. I want to see how far he goes. Yeah, I mean that's absolutely insane. She should not be reading his stuff. And then like if she lives with the two of you, then that causes a lot more now. So it's like,
yeah.
okay, so now she's like breaching my privacy. And she's gonna keep living here. So like,
And
what
she's
else? is
eating
she
my
gonna do?
cheese.
But there is a caveat.
She won't stop eating my cheese.
There is a caveat.
Yeah.
If the friend works in the publishing industry,
Oh,
then
yeah.
you want to let her read your work.
You're constantly like, hey, read this.
She
Like-
she hands you back like your journal. It's like red
No.
marks all over it. Like,
That would be me.
Edit needs editing.
okay, I have a funny story. When
Yeah.
I was in high school,
Yeah.
my favorite English teacher, and still one of my favorite teachers of all time, was my teacher, Miss Burris,
Yeah.
Francine Burris, and I made a Zanga page. Remember Zanga?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I made a Zanga page, and the Zanga was Francine Burris is my hero,
Aw.
and I just like
Everyone go find Francine Burris. Burn her house down.
Find this teacher's beanies.
I think
and
she might
burn
be dead.
them all.
Actually, yeah. She used to wear
Aw.
like leather pants, and she was very old.
Aw.
She was kind of spunky though. Anyways, like I made this Zanga page. Here's the funny part.
Yeah.
I made this Zanga page, and like it wasn't about her. It was just like
Mhm.
I wrote about my life, and it was very emo and sad and depressing, and like
Life is suffering.
yeah. In Linonian, I wrote like you know, it was the start of Linonian language.
My
she-
English teacher inspired me to start a new language.
yeah, because I failed so hard. But I would write like really sad things, like ways girls have like hurt me or something. You know, like that
Mhm.
would be like a post. And because I was very emo in high school, didn't really look like it. But
Yeah.
anyways, she just Googled herself one day
Mm.
and came across this Zanga page called Francine Burris is my hero.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like this is the kind of teacher she was, and this is kind of fucked up to anyone else other than me.
Mm.
But like she printed out one of my posts,
Mhm.
okay? And it was like one of my sad posts.
Yeah.
And she stickered it or taped it on the whiteboard, chalkboard. And she had taken a red marker pen and marked up all the grammatical errors and the whole thing, and then everyone saw
Oh my God.
that it was mine. Yeah. And her
then-
husband told her,
Wow.
he's like, you need to like report that guy
Wow.
for making that Zanga page about you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Go find Francine Burris's children and burn their houses.
little does she know, Byron went back to his "How Girls Have Hurt Me" post and added one extra line.
Yeah. And Miss Burris. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I thought, and I think that's
Yeah.
why she did, because she knew. I mean,
Yeah.
I have it.
Yeah.
I'm like fine with people picking on me. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
And like it gives me attention, whatever.
Mhm.
And so like I thought it was hilarious, and I didn't like. I wasn't upset at all. I thought it was so funny,
Yeah.
and
That is funny.
Was it actually riddled with grammatical errors? Or
oh yeah.
Did she just?
You're like, oh yeah, it made no sense.
yeah. It could have. Might as well have been in another language. Like,
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Or was it in Linonian and she just didn't know what she was reading?
might be a little bit of both.
She opened it up and it's like, I probably have to borrow fucking baby wipes again in the morning.
Yeah.
This dry ass toilet paper barely does anything for me. This guy had really bad writing.
I might just rub my ass on the carpet.
She's like, please say as.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty funny. Everyone go find her. Dox her.
I wonder, search Zanga. See if we can find this. I doubt we can, but I'm really curious to see.
Was it
Zanga,
Francine?
Francine Burris is my hero. I don't think. Oh, it's IS.
Oh, sorry.
Is my hero.
Is my hero.
I think it might be ISS, but we'll try this. Probably not. I think I've looked for it before, but no, it's not two S's. Oh well, we'll look later.
Yeah, interesting. I'm surprised Zanga still exists.
I thought
Yeah.
Zanga was no longer.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, the poopers. However, New Year's Eve is the pooper's birthday.
What the hell did we find?
What is today's episode?
Guess what I got for Christmas?
Give up?
A telescope and binoculars too. I must have been a very good girl. LOL.
That's funny. I don't care who you are. Wow, we really found somebody's Zanga. This is we will never have a true civilization until we've learned to recognize the rights of others. Will Rogers.
Oh, she must have been like pre-Antifa.
Yeah, this is 2007.
And one of our most fundamental human rights is the right to a telescope.
Now,
You should get your poopers or the dump and join us. What? Read this last thing.
we don't have plans as yet. This is about like New Year's.
Mhm.
New Year's Eve is the pooper's birthday. Maybe we'll have a pooper party. You should get your poopers or the dump and join us. I'm assuming this is like her kids.
Yeah.
No, we found the lady who did the art installation at the bowling alley. This is their Zanga.
Get your poop and join us.
It's my poop's birthday.
We're having a poop party.
Be careful. Be safe. I am doing a 26-footer. Happy New Year.
Now, if we were going to go through and correct the issues in the writing here, way too many ellipses. I hate when people use a lot of ellipses. There's some people at my work that use like ... a lot in our like messages and text messages, and I'll like ask for help with a project, and he'll respond like Josh ... I'll help you or whatever, and I'll literally be like, okay ... and send it because it drives me nuts.
Okay.
It's like
dot,
you're
dot,
be-
dot, 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 dot. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, exactly. It really sounds like you're being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Like, okay ... I'll help you ...
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, then don't
Yeah.
help me if you're gonna be. But I've learned that he does it with like everything he writes, so I don't actually think it's malicious. I think, but who like has she ever picked up a book that looked like this, like with that many ellipses? Like, you have to know that that's not. I don't understand. Somehow it became common knowledge with especially older people. This happens like the guy who does this is older. Older people use ellipses like crazy. Was there some kind of like old form of like writing that involved lots of ellipses?
I think that is Morse code.
Dot, dot, dot.
Beep, beep, beep.
I use a lot of
Short, short,
dashes.
Yeah.
So
Hey, if you two get together, you could
yeah,
write some.
communicate. I only communicate in vowels, and he only communicates in consonants.
His next journal is just all going to be ellipses and dashes.
Yeah.
You should write your journal in Braille. And then only blind friends can read it.
Mm-hmm.
Just
And
saying.
actually, that's pretty inclusive.
That is, yeah.
That
it
is
really
very inclusive.
Yeah.
And you'll have to have an audio recording for.
And you can do drawings in Braille too,
Yeah.
like a penis.
Ooh, feels like a cock.
That's my penis you're touching.
and for the illiterate people, you should have an audio version of your journal
Mm-hmm.
so that, you know.
But it still needs to be in Morse code. So it's beep, 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 beep.
I want to read.
audiobook.
I want to
Yeah.
read John Fetterman's journal.
Who's John Fetterman? Oh, he's that guy, the Congress
the,
guy.
Yeah.
The senator, Pennsylvania.
I just want to read what's in his head.
Oh yeah, because he's the one that talks like strange, right?
Yeah, he'll be like, "Goodbye."
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, his journal is his own language too.
Yeah.
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 Federonics.
What if I like? Would it be so crazy if you like knocked your head or something, and then you all of a sudden start speaking like a completely gibberish language?
Oh yeah. But you like speak it fluently,
Yeah.
like you know what
Yeah.
you're speaking.
Have you ever like been around people that like speak in tongues?
No.
No.
Yeah. One of my old friends in college was Pentecostal.
Yeah.
And so he'd kind of like do it and show me videos of like people at Pentecostal church, like, and with their snakes around their
Yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah.
So la 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 ha, ba, la 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 la.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of la's. Fa, la, 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 hey, sa, la, 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 ma, ma,
Fa la 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 la.
That's the most Jesus-y song there is.
Yeah.
That song, in the middle of it, Jesus speaks through you. Fa la 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 la. You're like, have a choir, and there's one person every time they get to fa la 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 la, their eyes roll in the back of their head.
La 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 la
Fa
la 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 la.
La 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 la. That's funny. Well, if you want a real out-of-body experience, you should check out Working Crass Podcast. Working Crass Podcast is a hilarious podcast that we do every single week, every single Monday. It goes out on YouTube. Please go subscribe and hit the notification bell on YouTube.
Ding ding.
That is the best way to support us. A ding ding.
Yeah. Once you start listening, you will start speaking in tongues.
Oh, that's right.
That
is
that
very
will
true.
happen.
Yeah, that's true. Don't be afraid. Allow it to happen.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Allow the working crass to channel through your body.
Yeah. And then, but it doesn't come out in like speaking like tongues, like
No,
in
it
a church. Comes out in just like doo doo poo poo.
Yeah.
You'll go doo 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 poo 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 poo.
Yep.
When you listen to our podcast, poo poo doo doo shit.
Tur da 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 poo poo too.
Wipe my butthole. It's literally like Beavis and Butthead. It's like,
Yeah.
I need TP for my bunghole. La, 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 la.
That is what we've become.
Yeah.
We watched a clip of Beavis and Butthead because they sit on the couch, they react to music videos and stuff. The show is basically Working Crass Podcast.
Yeah.
Like, look at her.
Oh, she farted.
She probably doo-dooed herself. Making fun of someone's laugh is the most shittiest thing a person could possibly ever do. Now, let's play English teacher here for a second.
Yeah.
Most shittiest? You either say shittiest or most shitty. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, folks.
It's also like I don't know what these words are, but like they're very like you could possibly ever do. Like,
yeah, it's too many. It's too much
too
words.
many words.
I just feel like I can think of a couple things that might be shittier to do.
That is the most shittiest thing a person could possibly ever do. Hitler starting
Yeah.
the Holocaust? Well, down here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad.
Yeah.
But if he made fun of a Jew's laugh, shoot him up to the top of the list. That's
Yeah.
the worst possible
Satan!
thing.
Yeah.
Even Hitler wouldn't go that far.
Hitler had respect.
At least Hitler had standards. When you make fun of someone enjoying themselves, I'm pretty sure it's self-explanatory, but you are laughing.
Well, if it's self-explanatory, then why do you feel the need to explain it?
This is
This is my pet peeve.
a
Or
through line of
funny.
like, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, but let me explain to you. So there's these things called trees.
So the computer was invented in 1964.
But you're laughing at at how a person sounds when they're experiencing happiness. If you think a person's laugh is weird, just don't say anything and leave them alone. Don't mock them or make a comment on it. I've been there, and let me tell you, if you make fun of someone's laugh, you clearly don't know how it feels. I kind of forced a laugh after a classmate smashed and broke my water bottle, and I sounded a bit off when I was laughing because it was kind of forced. And I was near the person who broke it, and then she just mocked me. Okay, so this is like
this is
this is
just your-
it's the
this is just-
shittiest thing you could do, especially to me.
Yeah. It's also like, okay, it sounds like you've been like bullied.
Yeah,
And-
and I'm pretty sure that's not your real laugh. So why do you even care?
Yeah.
You were forcing it.
So I
You
had
were
this
faking.
I had this kind of fake laugh because this girl was like giving me a wedgie and shoving my face into the toilet, and then she made fun of my laugh.
What a
No,
bitch.
what this person is upset at is that the bully here discovered their weakness. They were like, "You don't really find this funny. I know this pisses you off."
Yeah, yeah.
Now, okay, to be fair, I've been to a couple like comedy shows where like a person gets like singled out for their laugh, and like sometimes it's like negative. It's like stop laughing,
Yeah.
which I don't like because I'm like, dude, they're laughing at you. You're
Yeah,
funny. Like
yeah.
they have an uncomfortable laugh. It's a little like goofy, but like they're laughing at you. You can't just shit
Yeah.
on that person. Like you're trying to make them laugh and you're succeeding, and they have, a weirder laugh. I think weird laughs are a little contagious too. Like so like in a comedy setting it's good.
Mhm.
Like it can help, keep people laughing.
People want to
Mhm.
laugh at the laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. There was at Dallas shows. There was that one person who.
We all know. Yeah.
It was pretty bad laugh.
Sound like a cat dying or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
It's pretty
It-
funny.
after a while, it becomes part of just the audience, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets pointed out, and I think it's fine to point it out, especially like if it's like, that's the only person laughing in the room. Everyone heard it. You like as a stand-up, you kind of have to point out the weird thing that's happening in the room, right? But when you start shitting on that person for it, then it's like, okay, don't do that. Like that person's laughing.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just have a different laugh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyway, I couldn't even force out a laugh at that point. It feels awful when someone makes fun of you for having a good time. In this, I love that it's like this person wasn't having a good
Yeah.
time in this situation
Yeah.
that she's giving.
Yeah.
It's like, she broke my water bottle, and I had like kind of fake laughed to, get her away from me because she bullies me all the time. And she made fun of my laugh. It's like, I'm just trying to have a good time here while you kick my ass.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
giving me an extreme super wedgie, and like I was just trying to have some fun.
Yeah.
And
How dare you make fun of me while you're killing my father?
Yeah. How dare you make fun of my laugh?
Yeah, I'm just trying to have a good time while you kill my dad.
I'm just trying to laugh it off so I don't cry.
Whenever you see or hear someone laughing and it sounds weird, let them be who they are and don't ruin everything for them. It's probably just how a person laughs, or maybe they're forcing it. A human being can laugh, and even if it sounds weird, how someone sounds shouldn't determine their worth. Okay, well, that's a whole separate argument,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, making fun of someone doesn't mean that you think that they're worthless.
Yeah.
Saying that they're worthless is how you say that. Like, that's how you would do that. I don't understand
I think crushing somebody's water bottle and then pointing at them like you're
Yeah.
a worthless piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably determines.
Okay, this person. Did
Yeah.
you laugh at that American Idol singer that like can't sing?
Oh, yeah. Do you laugh at bad singing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually like a lot of those people actually putting their hearts on the line and like
yeah.
going out there and doing
She
something really
bang,
scary.
she bang.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, she moved. That's like one of the funniest
Yeah.
videos ever.
Wang Chung or something.
Yeah,
Wang
yeah.
Chung? I don't know.
Um,
Everyone laughed at that, and he was
Yeah.
a pretty good sport about it.
yeah, he was. He made his own songs after
Yeah.
that, didn't he? I think
Smart
he like
move.
yeah.
Smart move.
Yeah. Oh man, that is funny. Yeah, I don't know. This is a thing that I think these two things get conflated a lot too. Is being made fun of or being laughed at means that you're worth less. It determines your worth or whatever. I think it's people that like got bullied potentially in school that think that like because the bully uses jokes sometimes or laughs at you, or because the bully in their group will laugh at you, then that means laughter and humor is inherently mean and inherently meant to put you down. And then they hear a comedian tell a joke about a specific group that they think shouldn't be joked about, and they think, oh, that means that they think of that group as less than, when really it's a comedian trying to bring that group in and say we're all worthy of laughing at ourselves. Everybody is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that some specific people couldn't use comedy or use laughter as a way to mock or hurt someone's feelings. Sure, that can happen. But when you talk about comedians and like professional comedians who do it for a living, most of the time the goal is to bring everyone together, not to ostracize
Yeah.
people because we're making fun of them. That's
Yeah.
not what the purpose of comedy is.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty obvious when that happens, but I've seen people also say, like, I think it's pretty obvious when comedy's meant to hurt people, and they're talking about, like, Dave Chappelle, and it's like, then clearly it's not obvious for you.
Yeah.
Like, clearly
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not obvious.
Yeah,
'Cause
you don't get it.
yeah. Anyway, that's wild.
Most shittiest thing a person could have. Like, so ridiculous. It's such a like over dramatic like
Run-on sentence.
yeah.
Making fun of someone's laugh is the most shittiest possible ever thing that a person could possibly most shittiest ever do.
Forever.
And don't forget
Amen.
it. Making fun of the way someone speaks in tongues is the most shittiest thing a person could ever possibly do.
See, what this person needs to do is they need to develop a set of comebacks and jokes of their own to lob back at this bully person.
Yeah.
Dude, it's also like, I'm telling you, like, I was bullied, you know? But, like...
No, you?
But the thing is, like, I wasn't bullied for very long because I kind of learned how to, like, manage it through humor and comedy. Like, that was my strategy. It was like, if I can get people, like, laughing... then they're not going to beat my ass. They're going to find me as, like, a funny guy. And, yeah, they'll mess around with me. Like, I got put in, like, the dumpster and stuff. Like, but, like, those always, like, very willingly. Like, I was like, dude, yeah, put me in that dumpster, dude. I'll make a lot of noise. Like,
and then you became that guy's best friend. Like, it's like you become real close. I used to, here's somebody else will dox, Nico Castorina. If you're out there, go burn his house. No, I'm just joking. No, in elementary school, maybe this was, like, intermediate school. I started like sitting at his lunch table, right? He used to like just make fun of me in class all the time and was really, really rude about it. And then I just started joking with him. We just started talking about like South Park and stuff. We became best friends like that. And like, and all of it, I learned pretty quickly. It was like, oh, like he was just having fun joking about me. It wasn't mean. It wasn't mean-spirited. My first like reaction was, this hurts my feelings, right? That's like my very first reaction is like, oh, my feelings are hurt because I'm being made fun of. But as soon as I turned it into, oh, but I can make fun of him too, and we can make fun of everyone in our group, and they can make fun of us, and we can all like joke with each other.
Yeah.
And it immediately became a bond that we all had, and we became friends. I don't know. You're right. That humor is like
well, they say humor can be both a sword and a shield. But if you never like,
can it be cheese?
Can humor be poo poo?
Well,
can this mouse be humor?
Well, if you only like look at comedy from the perspective that it's a sword, then you undervalue its shield functions, and the shield functions is what can be really helpful for like this person in particular if they're getting bullied. But like it's a way to like make, you know, the painful aspects of life a lot less painful.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course.
It takes the sting out of things, especially if you're joking about something that is like volatile, like the something that, you know, makes people really, really upset. Is like part of the reason for joking about it is like, let's think about it in a way that we can laugh and smile about, but still actively, critically think about the subject, because we shouldn't just hide it away. Then it becomes the dragon that you never point out, and it grows and grows into something that like causes anxiety or depression or you know, trauma.
And would you rather laugh or cry?
Yeah, it's like
cry.
I'd rather stop wiping my ass.
I love how like Lauren's like callbacks this entire episode.
Have always to the wiping the ass.
Yeah, the whole time.
Hey, that's the best episode. That's the best story that we've talked about.
It's like 500 episodes from now, she's still making the same joke.
That's all my journal is. If you find my journal, it's just filled with, I'm not wiping my ass.
It's filled with like dirty toilet paper, like every page.
I'm still not wiping.
Your
Can't
journal
make
is
me.
literally like a toilet paper roll with like, written in shit. I don't know. That's gross.
Yeah, it's all
Oh
that
my
and just
God.
like weird bits.
She just draws different poops on every page.
Yeah. This poop smile.
All right, let's pull up the last story. Oh, holy shit, this one's a little long. Okay. I think my daughter's teacher might be a creep.
All right, so we got to determine whether this person is a creep. Or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter is 16 and a junior in high school. I found out today that her English teacher has multiple pictures of her hanging up at his desk.
All right, that seems pretty creepy.
Yeah, I think we're good here.
Case closed.
Wow. She's like, I shouldn't have to say the rest of this.
Yeah.
Says it.
Yeah.
But let me just explain. A pedophile is.
Yeah.
I asked my daughter about it because I learned about this from another parent, and she said he comes to some of her practices after school and takes pictures and says he likes to hang them up because she is a star student and athlete. Whew. I spoke to my husband about it, and he thinks I might be overreacting, but it's very concerning to me. Okay, what father of a 16-year-old girl goes, hey, you're overreacting. Let him keep the pictures of our daughter at his desk.
You got any upskirts?
Hey, I made that daughter. I know she's got a great upskirt photo. She takes a mean upskirt photo. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Honey, relax. We have a hot daughter.
Like, I think you're overreacting. He probably just jerks off to them.
He probably just wants to groom her.
Hey, if our daughter fucked a teacher, would that be the worst thing?
That's a good job.
At least she's not fucking a minority. That takes a big turn. Especially according to the other parent, he has no other pictures of any other students. This was my big question. It's like, if he has other students, then okay, this is fine.
You can kind of make that okay. I guess it's still a little weird.
Yeah.
I never had.
If
I
it's
never
all
had any
girls?
pictures, dude.
Well, he does sort. He has the pictures of the uggos on one side and the hotties on the other.
Yeah.
They're labeled uggos and hotties.
He has them like 1, 2, 10, 9, 4, 4.
They're
4.
rated.
Yeah.
They're this top 10. It's like a top friends on MySpace. It's like hottest to nottest. The one at the very bottom is like the special needs student who comes in occasionally. Puts at the very bottom.
-1.
No, he puts that as a 10.
Yeah, if he's a creep, he's probably like, this is my best shot at grooming.
This is not even a 10. This is a 13.56.
Oh, man. He has never taught my daughter before, so this is his first year teaching her. I have to go to the school anyway tomorrow, so I may try to stop by and talk to him.
And I'm going to dress up as a little girl and see if he hits on me.
Yeah.
It's an
She's like actually
operation.
jealous. She's like, so why do you have all these pictures of my daughter?
Yeah.
Why not, here.
Why not me?
Take a
Here.
picture of me.
I took
I
a
can give you a killer upskirt.
If you sign up for my OnlyFans, you can get...
Yeah.
I don't do any pay-per-views.
The mom just starts her own How to Catch a Predator thing.
Yeah.
She says, update, I didn't think this post would get as much attention as it did. Let me clear up a few things. The desk I'm referring to is not in his classroom. In our high school, most
It's in
teachers...
his home.
Yeah. It's literally...
It's his bedside table.
Yeah.
So by desk, I mean the ceiling above his bed.
He's got a big pillow with her picture on, and there's a hole in her vagina, and he fucks it every night.
By pictures, I mean posters.
And there's one right above his bed.
In our high school, most teachers do not have a dedicated classroom, especially if they're teaching multiple grades. They do, however, have a dedicated desk in their department's office. This teacher happens to be the chair of the English department, so he has a private office within the English office. He is a tenured teacher, and I believe he's been at the school for over 15 years. So this is not a new teacher who doesn't know how to act. Ooh, so that adds some more.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. If I just happened to be a teacher who wanted to collect photos of a hot student and I was tenured, I go, well, they're not going to fire me. I'll just do it anyway.
I'll make it real obvious.
If he's tenured, what are you going to do? She included he's tenured. I'm sorry.
He
What the
has
fuck are you
his
gonna do?
classroom set up to where all the girls their desks are facing his desk, so for easy upskirts, and then all the boys are facing north or something.
The boys face the back of the room.
Yeah.
A boy walks in the class. He's like, I think you have the wrong class.
Back.
It's like, I think you might have the wrong class. You need to leave.
He teaches mammograms. This is how you give yourself a mammogram examination.
All right, today's English class about mammograms.
Yeah.
How to spot a lump.
MAMMOGRAM. Now give me your titty.
Oh my God. Now, I know I assigned you all to read H.P. Lovecraft last night, and today I want to review what we read and also check for lumps.
He assigns them like tentacle porn, like anime or hentai.
Oh, man. Now, this is what Cthulhu could have done to you.
I want to read his journal.
Yeah, I know. His journal is like just, oh my God. When I was in middle school, the theater I mean, okay, let me just say, anybody can go look up Keller ISD. That's where I went to school. I'm not afraid to say this. Go look up how many stories there are of teachers that like fuck kids there. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, teachers that get caught doing stuff with kids. It's insane. I student taught under one who I never would have suspected this, but he's showing his penis to kids in the restroom.
Yeah, everyone's doing it.
But this one guy, when I was in middle school, he was the theater teacher, and I had a friend, and she was in theater as well. They did one of those lock-ins where they all like stay at the school overnight, and they're using his computer to just like look up YouTube videos, like play music or whatever, and they find some stories that he had written, like some just like private stories that he wrote. All of the stories were about like students that he wanted to like. They were like sex stories about students that he made up, and like. It just happens all the time in Keller ISD. I don't know what that is. In Keller, Texas, I think one of the requirements to teach is you want to fuck kids. It's so weird.
There was a teacher at the school I taught at, and I taught high school.
Yeah.
So, like this guy, you know, that same age.
Yeah.
And there was a story of like a coach who I think he was like volleyball coach or something.
Yeah.
And he ended up like after this girl graduated, he ended up like dating her, and then they got married and like had kids.
That
and she worked there
too.
It's like she started working at the school too, and it was like
Yeah,
was
honey,
kinda
so
hot,
stop
too.
overreacting.
Yeah.
Our daughter could have a husband.
yeah. She's like really ugly or something. She plays softball.
I mean, I feel like that kind of stuff happens a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't talk. When I was a student teacher, I dated a girl who was a senior after I student taught. By the way, this was after she graduated. Nothing happened while I was a student teacher. But once she graduated and then I was no longer a student teacher at that school, we did meet back up and then hit it off and dated.
Yeah, you should start with that part.
Yeah, I need to start.
Yeah.
I need to. These teachers, they're crazy. They fuck all their students. I mean, I
it-
fucked one of my students, but
Everyone's doing it.
I never while I was teaching. This was all like after the fact. And honestly, like when you're that young, like student teaching is
You're like
directly out of college.
22.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
21.
Or 21 even. Yeah.
Yep. And then that person's now also college age. Like
Yeah.
that, and that happens a lot. Also, is like you're a single guy, you're young. And you start teaching, and this person, like, you just meet, and they graduate, and they're now of age. Like, I don't really have too much of a problem with that.
Yeah.
But while you're teaching, definitely not. And then, like, also 16-year-old daughter. It's like underage, Like, and that's where it seems to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Like middle school teachers, elementary school teachers. It's crazy. That's insane.
No, and it's weird teaching as like a male and like a young male who's like, I don't know, I'm not like a 10, but I'm close. No, I don't think that at all. But like being a young male teacher in a high school is wild.
Very weird.
Like
yeah.
Like one, all the boys like they like you. They look up to you a lot, especially if you're kind of like cool with them and like you teach a cool class and you're not.
If you're
like,
kind of
super
cool
hard.
like me,
Yeah, you're pretty cool. Give them like saws and stuff. But also like the girl, it's very awkward because like I had this one student. And she was in one of my engineering classes, and she's very country girl, and she was a cute girl, right? Like a lot of the guys had like crushes on her. She would come into my class wearing the most revealing clothing like imaginable, like super low cut cleavage, and it's like this is like fourth period. It's like you should have been like another teacher should have brought this up.
Yeah,
and then you come
you
into
don't
my
be
class.
the guy to.
Yeah, what am I gonna do? Be like. Dress code.
Yeah.
I can see your titty. It's like it feels creepy for me to do that, but also like, but then the weird part is she comes into my classroom and all the boy students, they had this ritual where they would do this to her. They'd be like, And it was like fun. Like
Mhm.
it wasn't. They weren't picking on her. Like she was part of the group.
Yeah.
But like they'd be like, dress code, Mr.
Oh.
Dow, dress code. And I'd be
Oh
like,
my God, that's
"Shut
so
up,
fucking
guys.
uncomfortable."
Shut up. Like
Yeah.
just shut the fuck up. Like Jesus.
Ugh, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
That's a
I
bad
would always
situation.
do. Yeah, what I would always do is like email their next period teacher and be like, you should like
Yeah.
please take care of this for me. Like,
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, think about like if you're student teaching, because usually student teach like your senior year, right, of college.
Yeah.
You are thrown in with like especially student teaching in high school. You're student teaching with other students who are very close to your age, about to go into college as well.
Yeah.
And lots of people date like senior in college, freshman in college.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's pretty common.
Yeah.
It's a weird situation to get put in. A lot of like, I remember there was a lot of like girls with crushes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because they like, oh, he's a college guy. That's kind of.
I had the art teachers would come up to me all the time and be like, so and so has a crush on you, and I'm like don't do
tell
that,
me
please, and don't like even
Yeah.
talk about it, and don't like
Yeah.
play because it's, I don't know, it's different for them.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like I have so much to lose. All it takes is that one student saying I did something inappropriate and I'm fucked. Like,
Oh, that happened to me.
and that'll happen.
So this girl, when I was student teaching in high school, we went for the high school band. We went to Corpus Christi on a band trip. That was their like band vacation trip or whatever.
Mhm.
And I guess this girl that was on the trip, she has this other girl that's very, very jealous of her because she dated a guy that she once dated.
Yeah.
And so they're enemies. They're just fucking enemies. And so one of them starts a rumor that this girl gave me a hand job because she hates that girl. She wants her to go down or whatever.
Ugh.
So she goes, I saw her give him a hand job in the ocean, like when we were out like in the water.
And I have
And-
aqua vision, so I can see what happens
Yeah.
underneath the
Did
water.
it feel good?
And I didn't get a hand job. But so I get called into like the office of the band directors
Yeah.
when we return. But luckily, I mean, if this happened now, I'd be fucked.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Advice for the person who was getting bullied and their bully was making fun of their laugh. Just claim that girl gave another teacher a hand job.
Yeah.
That'll solve
Yeah.
that.
I'll get
that'll-
rid of her.
Yeah.
That'll teach that bitch a lesson.
Yeah. And the fucking teacher's like Mr. like Poindexter, like very nice teacher. Just life is ruined.
Okay, yeah, you do have to ruin a man's life.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
think about it. That's not the shittiest thing that you can ever do to somebody.
Yeah. And
The shittiest is making fun of their laughs. So
this
I
teacher,
don't
he loses his job as a teacher, loses his wife, his kids, everything.
yeah.
He gets a job working overnight, and then it just gets so frustrated because he can't finish wiping his ass, and it's like this is his fucking life. It gets broken to this point where he has to make a Reddit vent
Yeah.
post.
He has to be like, I'm fucking over it. Finally, fucking done wiping my ass.
Yeah, it was also weird teaching when I was teaching high school because when I was teaching,
Mm-hmm.
I dated a girl,
Mm-hmm.
like long relationship. It was a good relationship. I dated a girl that was 18,
Mm-hmm.
and she was graduated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she wasn't in high school anymore. And yeah, I never had like any pictures of her up. I never talked about her just because I didn't want like people being like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why are you dating a young girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like young.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like
Yeah.
it wasn't a huge like age gap.
Yeah.
Like there was an age gap, but it wasn't like huge.
Yeah.
And like I treated her
You're
well
like,
and everything.
I was
Like,
only 40.
Yeah. I was only 39. You know, it was fine.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, when I got called into the band director's office and they were like, hey, you know, just want to let you know that this is a rumor that's been going around. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why did I choose to student teacher? You're going to ruin my life. And I was like panicked, and they're like, it's okay. We're taking care of it. This happens a lot. I'm like, this happens a lot
Yeah.
with those
It,
two
like,
girls.
They, hand jobs in the ocean happen all the time. We give you one free pass, and
No, they're like, this one girl is constantly starting rumors about this other girl. Obviously, it's fake. They're like, we were out there chaperoning with you the whole time.
Yeah.
We didn't see you get a hand job. Like, we trust them.
And it's okay because each teacher is allotted one hand job per semester.
yeah,
But don't get another hand job.
yeah. Better be a blowy next time.
All right, there's a lot of jokes going on. I did not get a hand job from a
Yeah,
student.
yeah,
I want to clarify.
yeah.
I've never fucked anyone under 18
Yeah,
unless I was also under 18.
yeah. I want to read this actual update.
Yeah.
So this is the mom has now gone to the school.
Went to the school.
To investigate.
Yep. She says, I went by the school yesterday and stopped into the English office after school when I likely knew he'd be there in his office. He was. I knocked on his door and saw it right there, a picture of my daughter holding a trophy from a track meet taped to his monitor and another picture of her running. I introduced myself, and he didn't seem to connect that I was the mother of the student he had pics of on his desk.
This pissed me off.
I shouldn't have to say this, but I was angry. When he turned to answer his phone, I took a quick pic with my phone. I asked him about it, and he said he just really admired how far she has come in her running journey and that she inspires him. He then added, if it made me uncomfortable, he'd gladly hand over the pictures. I told him it did.
Because he has more.
Yeah. I got plenty of upskirts.
I got a secret stash, lady.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The thing is, if it's like track, like running pictures, she's probably in like short shorts.
Yep.
Like that's how it is.
Yep.
Like,
Boobs all a jiggle.
yeah. Oh man. And like literally like they're
Yeah.
different
And,
they're
like-
different heights. Like I would just like to play it back in slow motion in my mind.
He has like gifs on his screensavers, like a gif of her running.
He's like, it's not what it looks like. I'm just really, really proud of how hot she's become.
Yeah. She inspires me.
He then added, if it made me uncomfortable. Okay, he handed over the pictures. As I was leaving, he said, she's such a great athlete and student. You must be so proud of her. I know I am.
Oh my. Yeah, dude. This is classic groomer.
It's a little creepy. I decided to stop into the admin office. I met with the assistant principal and explained to her what had happened. She didn't seem bothered by it and said she would take note of it and talked it over with the principal. As far as why is everyone's reaction is like, hey, I'm not
No
really
big
bothered.
deal.
It's not a big deal.
No big deal.
He just has pictures of your daughter on his computer.
Yeah.
On his computer, on his bedside table,
He ju-
underneath his mattress.
He just has pictures of your daughter all over the place
On
and
his
no
cell
other
phone.
students.
Yeah.
As far as my husband, when I showed him the actual photos and the pic I took of the teacher's desk, he was very concerned and apologized for telling me I was overreacting.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, damn, these photos are hot.
Yeah.
He thought the other parent that talked to me about this was either being mistaken or blowing something out of proportion, which to his defense, this woman has done before. Okay, fair. We're both going to the school tomorrow morning to talk to the principal because I felt brushed off by the assistant principal. We did talk to my daughter, and she said she hasn't actually been to the English office, but she was under the impression he had lots of students' pics in his office. She didn't realize she was the only one. We are keeping her out of school until we can talk to the principal. Whew. So is he a
okay.
creep or not?
I think he's a creep, but
Yeah.
I also want to know more about him
Yeah,
because
yeah.
part of me is like, is this like an old man who's like he's been there 15 years or something?
Yeah. Is he
Like,
married? Or is
yeah.
he single?
If he's like a lonely old man, I'm not saying it's right at all.
Right.
I'm just saying like I don't know.
You think there's a chance that he could just be out of touch and doesn't realize it's coming across as creepy?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like he is actually like she is a good student and she's like is a star athlete and,
And
like,
everything
I'm
he
proud
says
of
is
her
like,
and,
digging the hole deeper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And he's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I had students that like I was very proud of. That
Yeah.
was like, you're gonna be smarter than me. You're gonna be an astronaut.
And I jerked off him every day.
Yeah, yeah, no worries. Yeah, like, but it's like, it's not okay.
Mhm.
But I'm like, I don't know. I want to know who the teacher is.
Yeah.
From what she's saying, he does seem like a creep and like maybe like pedophile and like dangerous.
Well, you and I have talked about the idea of starting like a To Catch a Predator kind of thing where we use my photo as bait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you lure them online.
I would love to do that. I think that'd be. I wouldn't be fun, but it'd be like.
You're like, I would love to get those pictures.
Yeah, I'd love to take pictures of you.
Make you look like a little girl.
I just go undercover in this English class.
Yeah.
I just keep like, are you proud of me?
I'm on the winning team.
I'm such a naughty student. I think I need a punishment.
Daddy, I mean, Mr. Slovakia Konkado.
Oh man. Well, this was a fun one.
Well, can we look at the comments real quick?
No.
I know we've probably been a little too.
No. That's okay.
Here, but.
As a high school teacher, I would never have a picture of a student on my desk. That's what this person said. I mean, I would have pictures of multiple students, sure.
Yeah.
If I had like let's say I ran the debate team or something, a picture of like me with the team at the desk, that's fine.
Yeah.
But like one specific girl student, no, I definitely not. And I guess one specific male student, I still wouldn't.
Yeah, that's not okay either. Although, dude, I did have now that I'm thinking about this,
I did have a gay relationship with one of my students.
I had a student, I believe, gave me like a framed picture of him, and it was like he was like dressed in like a suit. It was like his like school portrait or whatever. And like this is like he's like a jokester, right? And like I always like to play jokes with people too, and like play along with it. So I think that like there was
That's
a short period of time where I had his like picture on my desk. And it's like. I think that like I could.
What if that's what this girl is doing?
Yeah.
She put them there as like a bit, and he's like, "Fuck, your mom showed up and like is mad at me now.
I'm just
now
trying
the
to play a
principal's
bit."
fucking mad." Yeah. You know what? He's not a creep. I'll say it.
He's a comedian.
Yeah. Let's have him on the podcast.
Creeper comedian.
Yeah. Let's find his name. Get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
This person says, I definitely don't think it's wrong to be concerned whether his intentions are pure or not. It doesn't come off as normal, and most anyone would raise an eyebrow at that. Yeah, that's pretty fair. But either way, as a friend of someone who experienced sexual assault by a high school teacher, I think you'd be failing your daughter if you didn't at least look into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that don't jump to conclusions, but also like it's probably not appropriate and they should be taken down.
Yeah. Definitely. Your husband is underreacting. It's creepy. Do something.
Divorce him.
I love when people comment things that are super like heated and extreme.
Yeah. Telling people what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do something about it.
Make a major life change.
Contact Project Veritas right now. Get an actor in there. Be brave.
That's funny. Dox this fucking teacher. Dox this groomer.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, that's all we have, I think.
Yeah.
How long have we gone? Oh, nice.
Well,
an hour 14.
What'd you
That's
learn?
a pretty decent podcast.
What'd you learn? Gotta do what we learn.
I learned that it's okay to that in certain situations, fucking a student.
No.
If it's
nope.
I learned that getting a hand job in the ocean with a student.
Byron, what'd you learn today?
I learned that maybe I could get away with
No.
Could have gone away with more. Maybe.
No. Nope.
Us two former teachers are like, maybe I should have fucked a student.
Nope.
Yeah, everyone's doing it.
I guess everyone's doing it. They all, none of them die.
Yeah.
Oh man, what did you learn?
I learned I'm done wiping my ass.
I actually did learn something. And,
What'd you learn?
My thing was I learned maybe I should wipe more than once. I wipe more than once, but maybe I should wipe more. I don't know. It takes one guy 499 times. Like maybe I should do it more than like the amount I
You
do.
wipe once and there's a tremendous amount of shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, I probably got all of it.
I'm done. My boxers will get rid of the rest.
Oh
Well,
my god.
We'll have this discussion on the next
Yeah.
time you're on.
Yeah. Still haven't learned to wipe.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Peace.